BYTES.
You use the experience, the narrative device. The philosopher Theodor Adorno said that one should not write poetry after Auschwitz. We are familiar with the 9-hour epic documentary by Claude Lanzmann on the Shoah, where there is no footage. He merely interviews survivors, perpetrators, victims. We contrast that with the work by Bernini, Life is Beautiful, which caused such upset around the world because of the fiction that he created in the Holocaust. Do you feel a particular weight of responsibility in having created poetry after Auschwitz?
I mean, if we interpret Adorno to mean there can be no beauty after Auschwitz, then I wouldn't agree with that. And survivors have worked very hard in their own lives, personally, but also what they've contributed in various causes to try and create beauty, to foster and assist all that is good in humankind. So I wouldn't agree with that. If he means that you can't use art to tell the story, I understand his motivation for that, for saying that, but we're getting to a point where we're losing survivors rapidly. And in a few short years, there won't be anyone that experienced it left to tell the story. Then it will be left up to historians and artists in the narrative arts to tell the story. And then I think it's the opposite. It's a moral imperative on artists to try to tell the story, to decrease the likelihood that anything happens like this again, not merely to Jews, but to anybody. And since it is, in a sense, the gold standard of human rights abuse, all the appalling things that happened to different groups after the Holocaust, with various massacres and even genocide, you can find the Holocaust will contain those things. So if we learn about the Holocaust, forgetting any particular interest in Jewish history, you will find lessons in human history. And it's going to come, there will come a point shortly where only artists can, if you like, popularize the story of what happened. Now, once that happens, it's absolutely essential that the artists approach this period of history with all the rigor of a historian, rather than in some cavalier way where they are trying to make art for other purposes. I think the Holocaust is a very bad subject matter for people who want to make other points.
BYTES.